has returned, so it's time for the Cincinnati Model Train and Trade Show. This year it happened on October 12th and 13th and was once again at the Lakota West High School. Inside the gym were multiple train layouts in various scales. My favorite trains come from Lionel MTH and Williams, so I'll just be showing the massive layout set up by the Queen City High Railers. It's a modular layout that travels, and it can be assembled in many different ways and in many different sizes. You really need a big layout like this with long straightaways to showcase something like the massive Chesapeake and Ohio passenger set. It's hard to imagine a home layout where this would work. When you have toy trains on display, I think you can pretty much guarantee the presence of either the Polar Express or the Harry Potter train. If you stayed here long enough, you'd eventually see both, but when I was watching, it was the Hogwarts Express that had most kids' attention. The layouts are impressive and definitely worth seeing, but most people came here looking for bargains. From previous shows, I know of several dealers that tend to have good stuff at reasonable prices. Those are the tables I search for first. Someone really liked the Alaskan Railroad. I haven't seen too much of it represented or shown on YouTube layouts, but the passenger cars are really beautiful in their blue and yellow. Maybe the color scheme would appeal to a Michigan fan, but in Southwestern Ohio, it might not go over too well, since many people here are fans of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And there's a bit of a rivalry between the two schools. Here's an interesting mix of Superliner cars, one from Williams and then a Rail King and Premier version from MTH. It's cool for a side-by-side comparison. This seller must have bought the entire collection of a Reading fan, lots of passenger and freight cars, a caboose or two, and plenty of locomotives.
It's got nice stuff here. Yeah.
There were a lot of very expensive locomotives, filled with electronics and soundboards, and I can see why some people say that this hobby is too expensive. I did find a few sellers who were offering complete Lionel sets from the 1970s for $100 or less. Way less if you don't mind cleaning a few rusty track sections. The locomotive had an AC motor. Its shell, tender, and all the freight cars were plastic, but a transformer was included. So here's a complete starter set. Think of it as a learning experience. A humble beginning for sure, but it was only $20. And everyone needs to start somewhere. I did end up buying a few things, and you might be surprised when you see how much $43 can get you at a train show, but that will have to wait. So, until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.